Hello and welcome to episode number 10 of Snail's Amazing World. I'm Confused Snail 452 and welcome to my world. So today I'm going to be working on a couple things. Mainly I want to begin on working a bit on the basement below my house. I mostly finished the farm over here. So I have this little nice farmhouse that we'll be finishing up the interior for. And I kind of just need to keep replenishing with new wheat as wheat grows, because wheat takes a while to grow. So I'm just going to be basically replenishing that while we do that. So a bit of extra wheat seeds as I break some of the short grass around here. Or I guess this is called just regular grass. It used to be short grass, but we do have some fully grown wheat here, so I can just begin to do that. Completely break that by accident. I did not mean to jump. But I'll just grab the single wheat seed that it gave me in return. We kind of just need to keep waiting for this to fully grow. It'll be a little while before this farm grows, but if you watch the previous episode, you'll see this little area. It's my nice little farmhouse to kind of just, once the wheat actually starts growing, we'll be able to put some of the food in here. It's kind of designed as somewhat of a shop, like this. And so that will be happening. I will also be building a pen nearby, probably about here or so, with just like pigs, sheep, and stuff, so we can actually have some wool and all that going. There's some really nice areas around here, so I think it's fun to build nice little houses and kind of complete this area. Oh, and there's a wandering trader right here. What do you have to sell for me? Baked potatoes for emeralds, bottles of water for emeralds. I actually have some extra glass, so that might be worth it. We can get acacia logs and flowers. Well, getting some emeralds might be nice to trade in my extra glass that I have. And I can always smelt more glass. So yeah, let's craft some glass bottles here. Once again, I cannot remember how to craft anything, but there we go. 18 glass bottles. So I've just got to fill a bunch up and begin trading. I guess I've already filled up my inventory, which is good. I don't want to throw much of this. I'll just throw the bones for now, the bricks, and the dirt, and I'll recollect these once I trade with the wandering trader here. Hello. I want to... Oh, and I can only trade 2 at a time right now because he needs to level up. Well, I only threw 2 sets of items. No, I threw 3 sets of items here. What items do I want? I don't think I need sand because I have plenty of sand in here. I have actually multiple stacks of it, which is good. And I don't think I need much dirt, so I guess we'll keep trading with this wandering trader for a while. I think in the meantime, do I have some extra fences that I can just like fence this guy in? I do. Oh, that is also a bit of a problem. I don't have any extra wood on me, so I need to chop down a tree real quick. But it's a good thing I've been building out this forest slowly. Well, right here I haven't been placing any saplings that I want. You are destroying my farm. Hey, that's rude. You're not supposed to be doing that. But I just want to make some fences, and my inventory is completely full. So I've just got to throw some of my things in here, and I can begin to actually make some fences. I always make sticks when I really don't need to. But it's always by accident. Hello, sir. let's just fence you in. This did not work. No, come back, come back. I want you back over here. And get off my farm. Okay. Yes, yes. Move over like here or something. Then I can actually fence you in. Yes. Stay there. No, 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 no. Get back in. No, get back. You're in the wrong area. Go back the other way. I want you back the other way. This is going to be annoying. Maybe I can throw him in a boat. That actually works. I forgot you can just throw things into boats, even though I try that with Enderman all the time, but never seems to work out for me. There's grass in the way. Okay. And then we just put you right in here. Yeah, you must be very confused what's happening right now. And the llama got in with you. That's not what I wanted to happen, but that's all okay. And then we just fence that up. And I'll just clean up some of the dirt around here. Speaking of which, I'll grab the dirt in here just to complete that stack. And then I'll allow you to actually like walk a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Now we've got a wandering trader that'll stay here and trade for emeralds with us. Amazing. I'm just gonna throw some dirt in here. I'll throw the extra bone here. This is like my junk chest right now. So, while I do projects in this general area, it's nice to have a lead. Let's throw the extra cobblestone here. And I guess I just need to throw all my saplings in there, for now. But that's a bit of a different start to the episode than I was imagining. But we have now got a wandering trader, and we've gotten like 2 emeralds total, right? Yeah, 2 emeralds. So now that that's done, we just kind of need to keep waiting for the wheat to grow over there. But below my house, I want to start building a little bit of a basement, because I think it would be fun to have like a storage area or something like that. And if that was like below my house, then I could actually like just kind of like sneak in. So like say right here, you just like press a button or something, and you just get like thrown into a secret little basement underneath of my house, and just has a bunch of storage for stuff. And so my house is kind of like the normal part, and then you have like the secret area. So I don't know if I wanted just 2 blocks below, if I want a bit more right now, but I'll dig a reasonably sized area. But we've got this area right now. I think it's best if I do it from about this height. And I want it to basically line up with the house. So I'm gonna place a block here. And I'll place a couple more blocks of wood just to prevent it from flowing in there and breaking my torch. But that's not how high I wanted to place that water. There we go. And we'll just throw it up there. There we go. And I need a bit of wood. But it appears I am like completely out of wood because I spent it all on slabs and fences in the last episode. There's a bit of a problem. So it looks like we need wood and also to sleep. Once I can sleep. There we go. Amazing. All right, let's go collect some wood on this new morning, and so we can actually build with some wood, because I'm very bad about actually like keeping extra wood on me. But I guess it's not a huge problem. But I'm excited about building this basement. The initial concept was having a nice secret like basement for storage or pretty much anything I want to put in there. And it'd be nice because my main house just looks like your normal house. And then I can just drop into the basement and you can just like wander around in there, and you don't really know that there's actually like a basement beneath everything, which I think would be quite fun and would add a bit of variety to the world. Because I think my goal with building everything is having a bunch of varied structures. I want to look at like this area specifically that I'm currently building in and feel like, hey, I have some like cool things here and some cool things there. And you it's just something about having a bit of variety and knowing like you aren't just building like the same house 10 times, but each of them has their own purpose and their reason for actually being there. But it's also like a nice little town that you feel like you can walk around and you could imagine people living in, even though no one's really going to be living in this town because I'm the only one who's here. So I think that's fun. I think at some point I'll probably bring some villagers in here and kind of try and integrate a bit of a village with some of the trading and stuff, because that could be really cool that you like walk up and, oh hey, here's like a armory or something, something that feels more armor. And it's, you know, a villager that sells you like diamond stuff, or a really smart like librarian type villager that gives me mending books, because I will want my mending books. I like mending because it means I don't have to worry at all about breaking my tools and having to replace them all the time. And of course, I have some diamonds, but I'm being very careful with how I use my diamonds right now. And I'm kind of hoping that I can get some of my nicer tools through a bit of villager trading later. But I'm not super focused on upgrading all my armor and tools to being diamond at this current moment. So that's not like the biggest deal in the world to me, having my diamond tools and diamond armor, even netherite. I mean, in fact, I haven't even gone to the nether yet. I haven't explored anything around it, and so I'll definitely have to go there at some point so I can actually get some blaze rods and stuff. So we might actually have like an elytra at some point, which would be a lot of fun to be able to fly around the world. But that's like much later. I've definitely played Minecraft fast before. I think the fastest I did was I was playing with a friend and we did it in about 3 hours. Actually, a little more than 3 hours. I think it was more like 5.5 hours. So we were a little slow, but overall, like, you're doing everything you can to beat the entire game as quickly as possible. I mean, we're not fast. I'm not like a huge crazy Minecraft speedrunner by any means, but I think just playing Minecraft fast is a lot of it. It's a different experience than just building your house and stuff. I don't want to just rush through everything so I can get the next like set of tools sooner, because I think in some ways this like mid like Minecraft where you're just kind of building, you're exploring, you're finding stuff. I think that's what makes Minecraft fun for me. And so I think it would be kind of I don't know, ruining a bit of that fun for myself. Like if I just ran straight for the netherite, and because I think sometimes I can be a little too quick to just want to beat Minecraft or get the best stuff as quickly as possible. Gotta go for full diamond armor with diamond tools and everything, and you just do it as quickly as you possibly can, and you're just like, well, now there's nowhere to go really, because maybe I already have my netherite gear and stuff. Because getting netherite is actually a lot of fun, and I enjoy getting netherite, but I'm gonna actually kill this cow. There we go. But it's just one of those things where netherite is difficult to get, so it feels good when you get netherite, but now you don't really have a better option for armor. That's not a bad thing. That's just well, now you're out of options for armor. So I don't know, I enjoy kind of the having to worry a bit about my tools and stuff. I know I want mending, and I know I'll probably put mending on diamond tools when I have mending, but I'm not rushing to go get my diamond armor and diamond tools with mending and everything on them, because it's kind of fun to just run around and enjoy yourself in Minecraft, because I think that's fun. And sometimes I get distracted by having the best stuff and having to do the best stuff, and usually when you're on like a Minecraft server, you always have like the one person who's just like done everything and they're already in the nether, they've already gone blaze rods, they're working on getting some ender pearls, and you're like just started just like an hour ago, and you just want, whoa, that's a tall tree. But you just started like an hour ago, and you just wanted to have some like bit of fun in Minecraft, like. But yeah, so I definitely want to have a nice world that I can look at and be happy about, because I don't know, that's what's important, really. Just having fun. Oh right, I have all the bricks in here. It looks like they've all smelted, but it's also all out of wood, so I guess let's finish smelting all the clay, so I actually have all my bricks all finished smelting. But it doesn't look like there's that much more. This one, actually, I'll probably just put half a stack in there. That's actually, I could just split this in half between these two. And throw a good amount in there. There we go. Okay. I'll just put the beef in there. And that's my nice chest for nice things. But I think we're good for now. I don't have anywhere to put my apples. Okay, I have right there to put my apples. Perfect. Okay. Let's begin kind of just digging out down here. I think I'll keep this for now, just so I have a way to get down here, and then we can just... Oh, I was hoping I actually had something with me, but I can grab a crafting table. So I can keep the water from flowing everywhere on me by accident. There we go. Here's our fence gates, and I'll place another one. Maybe not that angle. Let's just break this dirt. And then let's place our other fence gate right here. And then I can break everything up here. And we'll have a nice, just like column of water going down. And I think I'm just going to break everything at about 3 blocks tall. And maybe I should break up 4, because I'm going to replace the ceiling later. But yeah. Oh, and we'll also get a good amount of coal here, which is very nice. I find it kind of funny how hard it is for me to find coal around everywhere. Oh, that's where we should probably stop, because this is... Yep, that's right here. So this is where everything opens up. So I can't go any further than this. So, oops. I guess I have to climb up now. So that is one thing, is we have very limited boundaries unless we went a lot deeper, which I don't want to go too much deeper. So I think this will be our wall then. And we're not going to dig past here because the wall for everything is going to sit about here. So you can't dig much further than this, which is good to know. So this ceiling will be replaced here. So I guess if you dug underneath my base, you'd pretty easily find the hidden base beneath it. Oh, and that coal is meant to stay there. Let's craft a furnace real quick, and let's just replace that with stone. Throw a bit of our brand new coal in there, and I'm just gonna place half of this cobblestone in here, just so I can fix that right there, because I forgot you can't dig past here. And I saw coal, and I wanted to just mine more of it. So I think I'll keep most of this coal here, other than the ones like here. I'm gonna keep most of this coal because it kind of shows on the outside. So it's kind of nice that, like, it feels more natural because it's still coal and I just haven't mined it. And I think I'll make a couple of people a little bit annoyed that there's just unmined coal everywhere. But sure. Perfect. It's all patched up here. So this will be where the wall sits. I think I will start to place some oak planks here just so I know that, like, this is the wall here. I don't know if I want to keep this all stone or if I want to do something like if I want to do wood, if I want to do stone, but I think I might just go for same style as the upstairs, just I'm in the basement now. So I think that's a fairly good idea. Just to try and stick with the style this currently is. I hate when I place a torch that I immediately need to mine. But yeah. I think I'll begin placing that ceiling. I know it's a little silly because I could just use cobblestone, but I'm trying to just keep this as, like, simple and natural as possible while I'm still working on this. But we've just got to excavate most of this area here, and even the floor here will need to be replaced. And I think I want to go, I think I can go a couple blocks this way. I want to figure out how far I can go this way, just so I know before I, like, make plans to dig way further than this. If I just keep going here. Okay, right here just extends. Why is that? That's 3 blocks in this corner. 3 blocks in this corner will leave us about here. And we're underneath the ground. So yeah, we'll probably just keep going forever. Until I guess we hit this cave. So I don't want to go too much farther from here. Let's just sleep real quick and continue this on the next day. But let's go back down here. So I can kind of keep digging as far as I want here, but I don't really want to. Oops. So we'll just, I think we're going to end about there. Let's actually see. I think I want to go 2 blocks further in this direction. I think the big thing here is I want this to be actually, like, spacious. So I have plenty of room to put chests and storage in here. And so I'm not confined by just the amount of space I have. Let's do that. because I want to actually be able to use this area, and there's a bunch of chests and stuff in the way, then I can't actually use the area. Well, it looks like my pickaxe broke, so we gotta get a new one here. But just keep going here. I think I gotta start taking out this part of the wall, because I'll actually need to replace it. Okay, I cannot break that dirt there. That dirt is important. So I think the ceiling will go here anyway, so we can kind of just hide that by the fact that I can just cover it up like this. And I'm not sure how far this wall should go. Like, if you're staying back here, you only have so much room right now, but this will be able to expand at least a couple blocks. Like, if I go this far, let's do this from up here. How far can I go from up here that we're not hitting, like... we can go far. Okay. So I assume... What? This... I'm like confused by like the constraints I have here, because I'm like hitting the edge on this side, but there's like so much more space right here. So if we could take out this entire area, then I've got like this house that's like small, but then you like go downstairs and the downstairs is way bigger than the upstairs, which is kind of fun and allows me to fit more storage and stuff down here where it's kind of hidden from view. And I only like, I'll keep this pretty hidden. Is this outside? I'm not seeing the outdoors. That's so interesting. Okay, well, let's keep digging here, because I've got a lot more room than I actually thought I did initially. I think I'm just going to kind of just keep digging in a bit of a random pattern here while I just kind of open this space up. This will be nice, though, because I'll just have a lot of room to put stuff. And this is plenty tall. I think this part will kind of be an indent. So we'll basically just like cover this up. And then I'll break this and replace it before it flows everywhere. This will be the back wall. This will be like an indent. And then we'll have this area here. Yeah, okay. I'm liking this. And I'm liking how spacious this is as well. Which is really nice. I went into this basement being like, this is going to be small. It's going to be like the same size as my house. So like, I do keep saying like, wow, I'm so surprised. This is crazy. But I just like, my initial idea and plan for this was a lot smaller than this area is right now. We can probably, that's as far as we can dig. Okay. So I can probably, oh, this is a area I filled in, but I didn't actually fully fill in. Let's place a chest down here, because like, I think the biggest thing that has been recurring so far in this episode is the fact that I have no room in my inventory. So let's throw a bunch of the stuff in here just for now. I always keep making sticks just by complete accident. I mean, some by complete accident, some kind of on purpose, but also technically by accident. But we'll just throw a bunch of stuff in here. So this is an area I filled in. So how much space do I actually have then? Because this is all grass. So if I dig up 2 blocks up, oh, this will be interesting. Where did we pop out? We're here. We're here. That's interesting. So we're only like a couple blocks outside of the house, yet it feels like we're like all, yeah, because of how big this area is. It feels like we're all the way out here. So we can cover that up because we want this to stay hidden. But we can go a couple blocks further out than I thought we would be able to. That's also surface. So we have to stop here, it looks like. Or about here. Because if I go any further, then we're just like getting in the way of everything. So let's just cover this up just to make this simple. This wall needs to be completely covered up, so I'll just fill it in with dirt so I know not to go past this wall. There we go. And we just dig out the rest here. And we make the wall get placed right here. This is amazing. Okay. So we're able to go 2 blocks further on this side. And we can fill that in. Break this. And now this space is fully open. Let's fill in these 2 blocks with stone right here. These 3 with stone. This whole floor will get replaced. And I can keep moving this way a little bit because let's go upstairs and count. Because I'm curious. From here, we can go, so this is where it starts. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 11 blocks till we hit here. And once you hit here, there's only 2 blocks extra before you just run into a wall. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we go down here, it's about 11. And we are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can go about 4 more blocks before we start running into the edge here. So we can go just 1 more block. Yeah, I should probably go 2 more blocks. There we go. So that's this corner here. Oh, this is like way exceeding my expectations of what I thought this could be. So I can't go any further than this, really. After all the stone I've been placing, I just placed cobblestone there. That's kind of funny. So let's just start kind of just excavating this and making the biggest underground base that I possibly can make. Because that's what I'm doing today. I think something that's fun about old Minecraft building and everything is not going crazy, not having 10 different styles of stuff. We had a limited block palette, which I am actually very appreciative that we have a bigger block palette now, but like just building simply. I'm building this out of wood right now, and I probably should replace this with something else. We could actually probably incorporate cobblestone to this as part of the design, because I think one of the things like that's so interesting about older Minecraft building is like they took full advantage of like what limited stuff that everybody had, because there wasn't much stuff. So like people were, I made more 6. I keep making more 6. There's only so much that people could do, and so like when someone would just like want to build an underground area, they would just start using cobblestone or whatever. And it was partially because it was the most available resource they had on them at that time, but also like I kind of like the look of like older Minecraft builds, because there's a certain charm to it that modern Minecraft builds can kind of miss, because is a more advanced block palette, which I would say is more interesting, but I think just gives you a different style, and I like some of that older style building that you'd see. I do kind of try and replicate that. That's kind of what I did with my farm, is mimic a bit of that older building style, but in new Minecraft, I guess, because that's just fun, and I enjoy doing that. How tall is this? 4 blocks, so I think we're good. I just can't wait to have this area finished and completed. Is there anything? Yes, we have hit the edge of as far as we can dig. So, can't go any further than this. So this is where this wall gets placed. I think I might have a bit of a crazy idea here, but what if I kind of did wood and then cobblestone? Like I was talking about, I really like I like going on little tangents, but like we kind of use the cobblestone as a bit of like a midpoint here. And then we just keep this like 3 blocks tall. I don't know what I want to do with the ceiling exactly, but let's just get a bunch of wood here so we can just kind of keep building this out. But this will kind of look like this, and then I'll just fill this in also with cobblestone, even though I'm going to cover it up by the ceiling. Maybe I do 2 blocks like this. Oh, this might actually be really interesting. See, I'm coming up with interesting ideas here. I am making a older style Minecraft house. Well, underground area. It may not look super amazing or whatever, but that's not my goal. If you criticize my builds for being like, I don't know, terrible or whatever, like, that's not the goal. That's not the goal. These are just fun, and I like messing with fun things. So, but we'll just dig out this area, place a torch right here, and then complete this like this. How am I liking this? If I look at this, I'm not loving the look of the split of cobblestone and wood right now, but maybe I need more just to gauge it out, because I think I'm leaning more towards the just a wood ceiling here. But if I looked at this, I'm like angling myself just to see what I think it would look like. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. But we'll see. We'll see. My building technique is improving by the day, and at this current moment, it's quite amazing. I've gotten a lot better at building, I think, than when I first started. I'm also a lot more comfortable building in just Minecraft in general now. But this also perfectly, with the size of this room, perfectly works. So I think if we do that, then this wall starts going up here, because right there you'll dig out back onto everything. And I destroy this, place the cobblestone here. We do that. And I'm just gonna put one at each of these corners. Oh, and then we gotta complete this. So I'll start digging this out. Perfect. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. But this is turning out really good, I think. I think we do that, and we place our torch there. And I just want to complete this by drowning the entire area like that. And then I'm going to replace this with that. I keep jumping the accent. What do I think? What do I think? What do I think? Maybe these should have been more striped like this, but it also, this isn't an even amount in length, so it probably wouldn't have worked either. Because the annoying thing about the water right now is it's not centered, so I feel like I need it to be double wide. The issue with it being double wide is if you look up on the surface, then it's going to be really weird that this is wider. But we'll keep our ladder off center. But maybe I can move the entrance here to like this corner instead, where we just come in from the corner of the house and we just mine in through here. And we're just one block from the corner instead of in a really awkward spot. So just do that, and we run onto the surface, destroy our water, use the extra water, and then we just cover this up like it never existed. Boom. And then we need to craft a bit of ladders. Here's our ladders. Let's just craft like 30 of them. Craft more than I need and then complain later when I don't have any ladders. And we'll pop out here. And then I kind of want to hide this. Looks like we're getting some rain right now. Whoa, it's a thunderstorm. Oh, that's really cool. Whoa, let's sleep before it actually turns to day here. I mean, it is a thunderstorm, so I love thunderstorms, but we're trying to dig underground right now. So let's cover this up. So what's going to need to happen here is I kind of need to hide this, and I'll probably need to do that with a piston or a sticky piston of some kind. But part of the problem is I do not have any slime or anything like that, so I can't exactly make a sticky piston at this like moment. So I need to find a way to make a piston to actually make this like, because I want to put like a button like right here, and I just come to the top, press the button, and then arrive on the surface, and then it closes after I get out of here. And then here I just put a button like on the wall or something. It's not supposed to be super hidden, but it's supposed to be hidden enough that if you know where it is there, you know to look in there. So let's clean this up. I think this will just be an open hole for a little while until I can actually find a slime. I think we'll be on the hunt for slimes on a future like episode where I actually start like exploring. But for now, I'm just going to do double cobblestone right here, and then finish it up as we get to the surface with some wood. So we'll just grab a bit of wood here. We'll do 2 wood here like that, and then I need to finish up down there with a bit of cobblestone, and we'll fix behind the ladder to actually follow that pattern too. So I'm just going to break all this, and we're going to do 1 oak plank, 1 stone, 1 oak, a second one, and then like that. And then we place our ladders all the way to the surface. And I'll just do it all the way like that. So it's noticeable right now. Not completely hidden. I will have it completely hidden later. But I think that works for now. Let's grab our bricks. And did I place them in? I did place them in the chest downstairs. But we need to replace the floor here with something better. But let's first turn these bricks actually into, well, bricks. Here we go. Perfect. Now we have plenty of bricks. Now I can just break this. But this will be your storage area. So I'm just going to begin to place a bunch of chests. I think I might have them just like continue in a line and you can kind of just walk around them. So they'll kind of be spaced apart from each other. So let's just throw things on the floor for a while I craft a bunch. And then we'll throw everything into the chest. So I think basically I'm going to do something like this, where it kind of like stacks on top of each other. And then I'm going to have this one be like our cobblestone chest, just full of cobblestone. This one can be our stone. Well, not this one will be our cobblestone and stone chest. So I'll just place some stone in there. Maybe your dirt, but you can accumulate a lot of dirt very quickly. So I'll make this like a half dirt, half something else. Maybe this one will be our wood chest. So I'll put a bunch of wood in there. So, but we can start labeling these with some signs. But first, I just made more sticks. I don't need like more sticks. I mean, I did just use a bunch of sticks and ladders, but we need more sticks. It might be fun to replicate the same ceiling pattern on the floor, but I think I'm just going to stick with cobblestone on the floor. Just for simplicity and not make the floor too complex. I will also take the iron I just found, but I don't really need more iron right now. I have a good amount of iron. We will need to get some more iron soon, though. I will always permanently be a little bit low on iron, even if I actually like have plenty of iron. But this is turning out to be a fairly cool space that kind of keeps with that older Minecraft style that is kind of missing in modern builds. And yeah, I can build something that looks a lot fancier and nicer, but there's a bit of that old look that you get with some older builds that is kind of fun to just replicate. I don't know how much I love the ceiling, but I think this has worked out pretty well. Just overall, this definitely, I think, feels better than I thought it would feel. Like, I thought this was gonna basically just be like, oh, here's a silly little underground area. But now that I'm actually like seeing it in front of me, that it's getting close to completion, I think I'm getting, I think I'm happy. Like, I think this worked out pretty well. So we're just going to start filling in the floor with all the extra cobblestone that I have. That really needs to get put somewhere else other than a chest. Because cobblestone accumulates quickly, especially when you're mining. So let's just start placing this down. Let's just get under the chest, so I don't have to worry about that. And then we just gotta fill in the rest of this with some cobblestone. We gotta grab more cobblestone. And like that. Look at that. Let's move our crafting table and our furnace. I think I was thinking about, is this the center point? Because how many blocks are there right now? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you'll get a center block, which means putting a second center here. But I kind of just want to integrate the crafting table in. I was hoping to also integrate the furnace, but I think I'll just stick with the crafting table for now. And this will just be like my crafting area. And I'll do the same on this side. But let's make some more chests. Because I think my furnaces upstairs will stay upstairs, and I'll just go upstairs if I need furnaces. But for now, down here, I think this will be my area when I want to just craft something quickly. But we're just gonna do not that, because I want these chests to combine. And I'll do that. Place them like that. I can't place them up to the ceiling right now. I could with slabs. If I place a bottom slab, I guess I haven't tested this, but it will be a good test. But if I have a bottom like cobblestone slab, will I be able to place a chest and have it still work? Okay, that's how you make that work. Okay. That actually makes things a lot easier than I thought they would be. So I can just add another row of chests here. Not even have to worry about it, because you won't even notice that it looks weird. Because the slabs are completely hidden. That is really cool. And also a little silly how when you place a block above a chest, you can't open it. Except if you do anything at all to fix that from actually being an issue. I believe, yeah, I have used all that wood I've crafted. So let's craft a bunch more chests so we can begin to actually fill in towards the ceiling. I believe I have extra slabs. It is already nighttime again. But I do have plenty of extra oak slabs before I make a bunch more and not have a purpose for them. So let's fix right here and just get right in between the chest and the ceiling. Let me do that. And now we have 3 layers of chests, and then we do that another time here, like that. I need to craft another chest. Another set of double chests. Let's craft 4 more double chests, which I don't have enough wood for. But it's good to know that I'm out of wood. But that's annoying. Let's sleep and let's get some stuff for actually finishing that room down there, so we can call it done for today. It's nice knowing you can call something done. That's the most difficult part, is especially wanting to do bigger projects, having to do them in parts. That zombie is going to die. Yeah, you were just standing out in the sun, not even worried about anything, were you? Let's just get a bit of extra wood. I don't need that much extra wood, but it's good to have extra. Oh, that's right. This is a tall tree. Well, we're mining out a tall tree here. Before we finish, is that mostly it for the tree? Let's actually look at it from Oh, I think it got combined with this tall tree. So I guess I'll see once these leaves decay how much of that I actually need to destroy myself. It's the annoying part about tall trees is they become a project instead of all the small trees where you just destroy them very easily. But tall trees look nice, so I don't mind having tall trees. But when I'm trying to get a bunch of wood very quickly, it's annoying when there's a bunch of tall trees I have to destroy. So, here we go. Perfect. Let's grab some of these sticks and a bit of saplings. Because I want to make sure I never need sticks again. Because I need so much wood so often that I don't even need to worry about getting sticks, even though I seem to craft a bunch of sticks and waste 2 whole oak planks by doing that every single time, even though I don't need them. I'm gonna keep these slabs on me, and I'll just throw that, and we'll just begin placing down a bit more saplings because I always need more trees to take down. Oh, and I keep collecting more saplings. I have the same amount of saplings that I started. Well, at some point I'm gonna be at 40 saplings because that's how this game works. So let's place a tree there. Let's place one right here and hope it actually grows. And then we'll place a couple more. Not that many more, because this forest is becoming very dense, even though it wasn't this dense before I got here. But that's what this looks like. And I'm going to be on my way back, and I'm about to see a bunch of saplings and sticks, and I'm going to want to place them down, but I can't place some more saplings. I need to actually finish off my basement. Well, there we go. Okay, we're here. We can finish off the basement. Let's eat our bread. And let's just get a bunch more wood. Let's make a bunch of chests. Let's throw out this single piece of dirt. And let's get a bunch more wood. A bunch more chests. And a bunch more wood. And then a bunch more chests. So it's like, that's 20 chests. That's quite a few chests, actually. This is not currently slabs. So we'll replace these with slabs. Place the chest up there. And then we'll just keep placing chests. And replacing the slabs in the ceiling. So we'll place here. And I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm not even gonna try. I'm actually just gonna grab my slabs. Make some more cobblestone slabs. So we can actually fill those in. And those in. And we just need to... We only have 4 more chests, so this will be where I kind of have to stop. But there's quite a few rows of chests right now. And that is nice to see. Oh, that's awesome. So I have plenty of storage. I've got the cobblestone in the back here. Do I have enough to make a single set of signs right now? Here we are. We can make some signs right here. Just 3 signs, but that will do. This is our cobblestone. Actually, no. This is our stone. This is our stone. Why do I hear a wandering trader outside? I thought I trapped the wandering trader. Where is this wandering trader? Is there a new wandering trader separate from the one I trapped over there? Wait, no, I don't see him. Oh no. Uh, well, that'll be a mystery to figure out in the next episode. But we've got our stone right there. This is actually got nothing in it right now. This also has nothing. Oh, right. I was starting to place dirt in here. So I'll just place a sign. I'll call this dirt. There we go. Got our dirt there. Stone will go there. But the rest of these will be figured out. I think this one, I think I'll just put a bunch of wood and stuff in here. Just so we have that neatly organized. Wood. And then I just place a bunch of fences, planks, slabs. I'll try and keep these sorted elsewhere away from the planks. But I just have a lot of wood and nothing to do with it. I'm going to put half of my sticks in here just to keep them safe. But yeah, so this is awesome. We have a nice little storage area. I'll continue sorting my stuff into here over the coming episodes and as I need to. But there's a lot of storage underneath my house now, which is pretty awesome. Like I go up here and there's like not a ton of space. You look out here, there's like nothing here. And you take this ladder down, you don't even go that far. You got all this storage space with all these chests that all open. You can all look inside. That's pretty awesome. Well, that concludes it for today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. See you then.